Hello everybody and welcome to part 2 of my Stellaris Roman Empire campaign. I just want to say thanks to everybody who came and watched the first one, gave it a lot of likes, got over 3,000 views almost in its first 24 hours, so I'm really happy with that. So some of you at least were clearly digging it and you've unlocked the second episode, I guess. So we're going to keep going with this Let's Play for a little while longer, but again, the more support I have, the longer I can keep it going, and possibly even the more I can do if I finish this one. So, where did we leave off last time? Well, last time we just had the discovery of other alien life down here to the south. We have the Copenjaxi Kingdom. So let's take a look at... Oh, here we go. That's diplomacy if you just click them. Interestingly, they're actually hostile towards us. So we gotta worry about that a little bit. They're evangelizing zealots, which... Yeah, so that's gonna cause a minus 100 opinion to us. So that's what's doing it for them. So basically their power is the equivalent, their fleet is the equivalent, their capacity is equivalent, and their technology is equivalent of us. They are quite similar in size. They look like they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 5 or 6 star systems in their control, and we've got about 4 or 5. So we're gonna have some work to do before we can go attack them, and we want to get colonization going really quickly, okay? So that's what we're going to be focusing on for this episode, building up some science ships, colonization, and then building up our fleet to get ready for attacking these guys, or just dealing with them. They're hostile, so we're probably going to end up attacking them. So full disclosure, I did actually play about 10 minutes of this, but I had a bug, and the bug is over here. Inside this star system, we can't see it right now because I loaded the save, is a star system that is a copy of our one. Now this seems to be a bug that I got once before as well, actually, which is kind of a little tiny bit worrying, but obviously this is preview code, so the fact that it's actually kind of a common bug probably means that it's going to be fixed. Basically what's happening is it's duplicating the star system and it's actually colonizing the planet with humans on it. So when I went over there, what turned out happens was, like, we can see all of our planets and stuff, and then it also had like primitive humans living on it. So it's kind of fucked up, and I don't really know what to do about that. I tried going into like some save editing and trying to remove the planet. Couldn't figure out how to do it. Obviously there's no way of really figuring out how to do that yet because nobody has the game. So we're just going to have to live with that bug and not really ever survey this system. It's just going to be this star that we'll never go to. So if any of you guys are wondering why I don't search that one, that's the reason. I don't want to break the immersion of the game. So as far as our game's concerned, there's nothing over there anyway. It's just a shitty star somewhere. So just thought I'd give a little heads up about that. Right, so something some people were mentioning in the comments of the last video, which again was fantastic. The more people I could do that, the better. And I read them all. I've read every single comment. There's over like 100. We've got some recommendations for names and some adjustments to make, actually. So let's see. Ptolemy, I spelled it wrong, rather sillily. We got Ptolemy. It was spelled correctly. Syracuse, that's because I went with that town name because it's a town. It used to be a city in Roman antiquity, so that's why I've kind of used it. It doesn't have to be Roman names. And we've got some names for future leaders and things. Right, so let's get colonizing. Well, we're gonna have to turn on... yeah, I just want to have a look at... Okay, so we've got 79 minerals and we're getting plus 20. It's going to cost 350 to get that. So we're just going to have to wait a little while. If we just back out here real quickly, so Sirius isn't in our reach, so I've almost researched everything I can. We know where there's a colonizable planet, where there's one in Alpha Centauri, here. It looks like it's 412, 4812, almost 15 tiles with 5 of them blocked. So 10 tiles ready for the grab there. And Sirius actually has one, a moon off the planet Sirius 3. Oh no, actually Sirius 3 is the one. This has 16 tiles, but more of them are blocked. And it seems like there's a greater variation. There's like wildlife, mountains, volcanoes, and dense jungle. Each one of these requires its own tech to actually remove, so that could be a long time before we could actually free that all up. So I think the obvious choice is actually to go for Alpha Centauri, unless there's one somewhere around here somewhere. And that we're kind of on a race now to kind of grow before these guys do. And that's what we're going to be doing. So I'll just quickly refresh my memory with what we're doing. Yeah, alright, let's play. Alright, so well, I'm going to keep it kind of at fast speed so we can get through this a little bit quicker. But I like to think I know what I'm doing a bit more than I did before now. At least. So our science ship at the moment is just researching. our fleet has just been repaired as well, which is good. And let's see, we've some projects going on. So basically what I'm doing at the moment is just waiting for my credits to pick up.
Complete.
And once they do, then we can get a colony ship.
Debris
So we're gonna have to wait till that gets to 300. We're gonna have to wait till that gets to 350. So the debris we just analysed has given us some physics and society research, and also just some extra progress within each field, which is pretty good. So let's research another one. I like getting these instant buffs. It would be good if we had another science ship, but we're not going to get one until we at least get one colony. I'm going to go with this Pytharian refinery. This will basically allow us to find a strategic resource called Pytharian dust. There are many different strategic resources, usually uncovered by researching technologies.
Detected. Situation log updated.
Alright, I need to slow things down. When things start happening like that, I get worried. We have encountered some form of alien vessels in the Barnard star system. These strange objects have been flagged as gamma aliens until we can learn more about them.
Evading hostile fleet.
So we've got a hostile fleet that's after entering where our construction ship is, which isn't really a big deal. We were just chilling there.
Evading hostile fleet.
That fleet is gonna be stronger than the one we have, but I don't want to bother upgrading our one just yet, so we'll just have to be at the mercy of them for a little while longer before we actually upgrade our fleet. So it's all 100% focused on colonization right now. And let's see. So, Starship. Ptolemy is working away. Julia Nepos is researching these bits of debris. Let's see what we got. Again, we just got another little quick amount of research, which is good. Do it one more time. Get this last piece. So that's from the battle that we fought at the previous episode. You can see the wreckages float here for a little while. We can check up here actually how long it'll last. There we go. So, well, we can't see now, but I think it's, let's say, maybe an hour game time, I think. Looks like there might be even a habitable planet over here. Probably not habitable by us. It's an Arctic world. So I don't think we'll be living there just yet, but you can eventually get techs that allow you to live in these different places. Okay, so we've got about 6 months to go before we can actually research the colony ship or build it. And that's why I'm not really building with my construction ship. There's nothing really I can do with my construction ship until we get that ready. So we'll just keep speeding things up and get everything moving along until then. In the meantime, let's have a look at this. Is our continental world, and we've got a module actually that we can put something down. Again, it's going to cost more money.
Situation log updated.
We've encountered more aliens in the Haribus system this time. These are Delta aliens. Alright, we'll survey that system as well. This one's pretty close, so we've actually detected aliens in this one. Somewhere nearby.
Construction complete.
Looks like these guys are staying relatively the same size. We're starting to cost a lot of power now, which is a bit of a problem. Okay, sorry, we've got ready for a spaceport now. Colony ship. Boom.
System survey complete.
System survey complete. Let's find one we haven't surveyed yet. Let's head down to this one. We'll see what's going on there. Now we can actually build again. So let's go build research here. We'll have to just go here first, I guess. Enter orbit. Cool. So that's pretty good. We should be doing fine. It'll take a little bit of time before we can build that colony ship. They do normally look pretty cool, so we'll get to have a nice view of that. I think some people suggested names for a colony ship, but I might have forgotten them. There was one that was like Terra Exploratores or something, so might do something like that. I'm trying to think of great explorers of ancient antiquity times. Let's go with nukes. Yeah, we'll get nuclear missiles, and then we'll upgrade our ships to have nukes on them to have a better prepared fleet. Looks like we're ready to harvest this area. I think fast is actually a happy medium between the two speeds right now. Okay, so still only these contacts. We could try and communicate with them again and see if they want to do anything. What about give us star charts? Wow, they're not going to do that at all. There's absolutely no way. That's basically map information for map information.
Anomaly
like,
found.
Nope. Anomaly found. We'll leave it be for now. Oh, so close to being done. I'm just eagerly awaiting to see if they're gonna just suddenly expand in one direction. Which
System
way they're gonna
survey
go.
complete.
System survey complete. Let's find that anomaly. Signs of activity by an ancient precursor race. So see what that yields. Oh, and now we can. That's what I should be doing. Okay, let's slow it down again. I should be building a new science ship. Okay, well the colony ship just finished. And that's going to take a massive drain on our power. And we're going to head straight to Alpha Centauri, colonize it to get rid of this power drain that we are suffering right now. So here we are, Alpha Centauri. This is going to be our new planet. Or, well, another one anyway. Let's just go here. Our colony ship is called the Sentinel. Let's just leave it at the Sentinel. It's going to get there pretty soon. There's no point even giving it a name. Colony ship looks really nice though. Let's have a look at it.
Research
It's got
complete.
like, look at that. It's got like little cities and stuff like living in it, and they've got a little window or a large glass like roof. That's quite cool. There's thousands of people on these. These things are in sci-fi. You know, they're called generation ships. It's like by the time they reach their destination, people have like lived and died on them. Obviously, we're not doing that. We have interstellar travel, so we don't need to do that. So the Yut asteroid dwelling. This asteroid appears to have served once as a home of a single Yut individual. Deep scans show a series of connected caves in the asteroid's interior that follow up a pattern similar to the rooms seen in ancient Yut dwellings that have been discovered elsewhere. To learn more, we will have to dispatch an away team to investigate the cave system. So I think if you remember from the last Let's Play, we discovered something about the Yut. It's kind of a bit cloudy in my mind now, but they were large species that kind of lived away from each other in very small amounts of groups, like one or two at a time, and they're very, very big. So that's quite cool. We're after finding
Situation log
something about
updated.
them. And that will update our situation log.
Construction complete.
And there we go, the precursors, the Yut. So we can go find Yut artifacts, and now we can like research more stuff about them. So that's kind of cool. We'll find out what happens when we do that. We also have the mass extinction quest still ongoing. Mass extinctions reconstructed. So we have to find these. An asteroid belt orbits a star that as the only witness to some great cataclysm. So we have to find a broken planet, a burned planet, a chilly planet, a desolate planet, and a noxious planet. It's kind of interesting. I'm not really too sure how we track these. Let's track them all and see if we get them flagged up at some point. And then maybe we can help find them. Okay, so here's our science ship. Let's head
Hostile
down
fleet
this way.
detected. Evading hostile fleet.
Passing through Barnard Star right now. We've got a new science fleet, the Trailblazer. We need to assign it a scientist. So we're going to have to recruit a new one. Let's see what their stats are. Research speed is increased. No, we don't need that. And this is what we need. Anomaly research. We'll have a look at this. Anomaly discovery chance is increased. That's an interesting one. I prefer this. Oh no, I didn't read it. Oh crap, I don't think you can like look at old messages. My bad. Oh, sorry guys. Basically, whoops. But basically he just said, or the log said, that our first colony is being placed on Proclass. Excuse me. So our first colony is being placed on Proclass, and I'm trying to remember the message because I've read it before. It basically, unless it's come up here, no. It basically says that, you know, humanity, for the first time, the Roman Empire has landed on another planet, and the ship has landed down there, and they're going to break apart the ship and use its fusion core to power the kind of initial tents and suburbs that are springing up around the ship, and then later on we'll deconstruct the ship and build kind of populations and stuff on the planet. So that's basically what colonization is. So we have colonized our first planet. And someone had a name for it that I liked that I'm going to go for. They wanted to call it Terra Nova, so it's basically just New Earth. But we'll probably need some new names for new colonies. We might even colonize a second planet in this same Let's Play, so we might need another one. Okay, so did we get this person yet? No. So let's get them. So let's change their name from Axel Bergmeister to... The first name that someone commented was Quintus Flavius. Quintus Flavius. And he's available. So now he's assigned, and we'll get him exploring. Maybe we should... Did we survey this system? Yeah, we did. So let's head down here. We haven't surveyed... Have we done this? Yeah. We haven't done this one yet. I think our borders might grow to encompass these, so we should do that. And we can see our borders maybe are growing just a tiny bit already. As this gets more colonized, essentially, as we plant the colonization, the borders will grow. So, we could get an observatory, which basically gives us extra sensor range and physics output and all that. It would go up. That's kind of interesting. Green shard throw, research. I'm gonna research speed. Actually.
Research complete.
Yeah, that's okay. We just got nukes, so we don't really need fusion missiles, but we could go for ion thrusters. Alright, and there's our scientist, our new scientist, Quintus Flavius is on the way. He's in his Trailblazer. I don't have a name for this, actually, so I'm just gonna call it Ptolemy... Damn it, I spelled it wrong again. Ptolemy 2. But we can rename that. Just let me know in the comments below what we should call a new science ship. Got aliens passing through this range, actually. You can actually see my borders just grew there a little bit. Is Sirius in our grasp? No, just on the cusp. It will be in a moment. And we can harvest some more power from there, because we're obviously doing bad for power.
System survey complete.
Alright, so things are going okay. Got a lot of... Yeah, so that's what we should do while we're waiting, actually. We've got a lot of minerals coming in now. We could actually just build another colony ship right now, so I think maybe we should do that. So when we get to that level, then we'll be flying along. System survey complete. That was a tiny system, not really much going on in this place. Not surveyed. Alright, we'll survey this one. Our science ships are actually kind of almost
anomaly found.
There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. Leave B for now. Actually, over here, we've actually slightly discovered this. So here's, you can see, like, there's Jupiter and Earth, and this is basically just a system that we should never ever visit. I can't actually rename it until we go into it, I think. Oh, I don't think you can rename them unless you're in them. Unfortunately, yeah, you can see it's actually called Sol and everything, so... Maybe it's like some sort of interdimensional, like, split in space-time where that's what's happening. Alright, let's think of it like that. But we're not going to go there. Alright, so construction ship, where can we go build things? We can head to Sirius. Yeah, let's just enter orbit down here, and then we'll figure out where to go from there. These guys... Oh, still only have one planet, do ya? Guess who's bigger now, mate? My fleet is appallingly small though, so really have to figure that one out in a moment. So actually, yeah, while we're waiting for the resources to build up, let's just watch our ship go around here, and we can go into the ship designer and place down nukes. So I'm gonna go with a medium striker core again. I'm gonna put down nukes in the middle. Maybe lasers at the front, so that way we get energy type weapons with a range of, or damage of 5 to 10 for close range, and nukes for a little bit further range with much more damage. I think that kind of makes sense. Excuse me. So we've got, yeah, so our power is at minus 27 now when we slap these deflectors on, but we should just have enough fusion reactors, or fission reactors to get rid of that. I don't think we've anything researched yet in here. Oh, we do have new ship-mounted gravitic sensors. These sensors have been tuned to look for any gravitational changes in space, such as those produced by the presence of a starship. Got another anomaly. We'll have to start researching these soon, and then we'll read about them when we're researching them. So that ship sounds pretty good. We're going to call this Triarii class. So that's a Triarii class. Somebody did mention as well that on Terra, we can build... Oops, that's building the we can build a Gaius Julius corvette. So As far as I understand, this is actually the exact same as just a normal ship. This is the name. The name is given to it based on your leader. I don't think it's like a special ship of any sort. So we don't really need to recruit it. It's pretty much the same as the Astadi. It's just slightly different. So it's not. Someone thought it was like a super ship or something like that. It's not. It's just happens to take his name. Because we're militaristic, I think, and that's why he would name the ships like that. Okay, so we're still exploring this particular system. Ah, crap! The birth of space piracy. Alert all commands, deploy the fleet. Naval intelligence has reported several attacks on civilian shipping in our space within the last several months. The perpetrators appear to have been deserters and the other renegade elements of from Terra. These criminals have put together a makeshift space fleet out of heavily modified civilian hulls, and they now call themselves the Lost Fleet. Although crude, their vessels are a clear threat that cannot be ignored. So we're gonna have to take these boys out. This would be a perfect one for Pompey, but we don't have a Pompey. So let's pause it and start recruiting immediately. They're gonna do some attacks on us probably. Oh crap, we have to wait for our... Oh, this isn't more important. We're gonna have to remove that. Right. Unfortunately, we only have one spaceport, and I'm worried that they're gonna attack the colony. Do we know where they are yet? There they are down here. They're in the Honam tier system. And look at them, they're on their way somewhere already. They're probably gonna go straight for our scientists.
Hostile fleet detected.
Oh no, they're heading to... Oh, they're heading up north. Okay, that's alright. Let's build what we can over here though.
Colony established.
Our colony has been established. So our power is actually okay now that the colony is established. Terra Nova has been set up. So we're going to have to wait until the populations can grow up until level 5, and then we can deconstruct the reassembled ship shelter. And then we just do that by upgrading. It costs 350 minerals and then 50 influence. So influence is something I haven't talked too much about yet. And it's just, it kind of grows at like a steady rate for pretty much the whole game. But you can get more by declaring rivals and kind of completing certain techs, and you lose it by building military frontiers, which can expand space much more quickly. So that's basically how that works. So you put down a frontier and it actually costs you something per month, influence per month. So it's not like you can just save it up, pay it off. It's actually much more difficult to manage than that.
System survey complete.
Right, so they're up here kicking the station's ass. They only have 111 manpower, but we need more than 120 before we can kind of take them on. So they're probably going to destroy this. Damn space pirates. We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Terra. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalogue the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable life.
Situation log updated.
So that's given us some sort of mission again. So yeah, once we find some more habitable worlds, that'll just fill up over time. Aha, there seems to be a habitable world here. Here it is, Ambor 3. Ooh, it's pretty badly covered in stuff. Well, we cancelled our colony ship for now, so we'll have to just leave it. Let's keep surveying though, wherever we can. This seems like a fairly big system, because it's taken them a while. Alright, our ships are at 150 now.
System
we still have one more
survey
ship
complete.
to be built. With 2 more. Let's see how the combat's going. These guys will fight back a little bit, but to be honest, they're not really going to do anything. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Hadufus system. These strange objects have been flagged as Zeta aliens. We can learn more about them. So that's down here. There's a hostile fleet in here that we're going to get away from as well. Alright, nothing I can really do. So we've got to take these boys out. Our construction ship has built power over there, which is good. We can get a little bit more researchers while we're at it. What? Oh yeah, sorry, I was clicking the wrong thing. I just got really confused. Right, so we built the research station there. That should be good. This science ship isn't doing anything. So let's find somewhere to go. Let's survey this one. It's pretty far away. It's getting close to these guys' territory, actually. Actually, we'll find Nagus Vale as well. Oh no, actually, do the anomaly. Do the anomaly. Ah, too late. You do the anomaly as well. There's no failure risks for either of those. Oh, the fleet is moving again. They've destroyed our stuff on that. So we're gonna have to chase them. We're almost finished building. They're probably just going back to base, I imagine. Yeah. Great. It's a pain. That is an absolute pain. Continental world is doing okay though. It's growing. I have to wait for this blue bar to fill, for the pop to be grown, and then she can start working on more food, which will grow us even further, and then allow us to get to level 5 and build an actual planet out of it. Construction complete. We're at 203 manpower. We'll need a bit more if we're going to fight them in their own system, because they have their own base. Pretty cool looking as well. It's all built out of an asteroid. It's built on an asteroid belt as well, so that's awesome. I don't know why he's not. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Let's just survey this area anyway. Okay, just have to just build more Triarii. And our construction ship can head back down to Bernard Star and rebuild what we lost. It's an awful waste of 80 minerals, but that's what happens when you got pirates. Oh, their territory just expanded a little bit.
Research complete.
The system isn't surveyed yet, and it's not within their region. It probably will be pretty soon. Okay, so we're back at where the place where they destroyed something. Okay, we've got a little bit of a stronger fleet now. Another Triarii to come along. Also, fleet's present. Still down here. A leader has gained. Whoa! Oh, her pirate fleet is called Isabella Mancini. Yeah, that's not a very Roman name, so they're obviously pirates, rebels, rebel scum. Some sort of Latin rebels that didn't want to be put down.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we've got 258. We could go for their system now. It's a bit risky, but hey, no guts, no glory. I don't want to just wait. We could see if we could draw them out. Draw their fire. So let's do it. We've got new research to get. We could go for a defense platform. That means that we can basically build these around our resources to make sure they don't do something like they just did. Or we can just go for armor on our ships. So we'll go for the defense platform, I think. So I think I would like to start buying one, building those. The measured pounding observed from orbit is the motion of immense and ancient geothermal extractors breathing their last. Built and then abandoned at some point in the distant past, the vast batteries of disintegrating machinery have been pumping up superheated fluids from the planet's core ever since. Their storage capacities are all broken or leaking, but some energy can still be siphoned from them. Oh wow, we're just gonna get free 300 credits. That was awesome, that was really good. See, it's well worth finding these anomalies and looking at them. Yeah, that was a really good one. There's actually quite a few resources on these planets. So it'd be worth expanding in these directions. No real habitable worlds out here though, except Ambor, which does have one. Why are these lit up? Oh, these are the things we're tracking. That's really cool. So now we actually have kind of goals and targets to get to for those quests. So that's really interesting. Let's go and try and do that eventually. Okay, our science ship is moving. Alright, so this is where the action is, isn't it? Let's go into orbit here, and that way that we can fight over this planet, and maybe their ship won't be able to hit me. I can't really see its range. No, it doesn't look like I can see its range. Aha, they're on their way though. They've noticed me. That's fine. Let's fight over here. pirates don't know what they're doing.
Engaged.
Rebel scum. Commander Lucius Agrippa has fought many battles against rebels, random aliens. Back on Terra, he put down the massive rebellion that happened in Latin America. Isabella Mancini must have just made a quick escape, but now she's dead. Isabella Mancini, see you later. Alright, let's take out their asteroid outpost, their pirate lair. We basically took no damage, basically. Oh shit, they have nukes as well. Oh! So I've got deflectors on my nuke ships, which is really good. That you can see them actually deflecting some of these shots. This combat doesn't look too good for us right now, so we might have to retreat. I don't know. We'll just leave them for now and just assign our ships to do stuff. Keep surveying, guys. Keep building. We're after losing a ship. I've built everything I can build within our territory actually, so I can't actually build anything anymore. Oh no, I haven't. I can go. We can reach this area now. A Yacht cruiser. The remains of a Yacht cruiser have been found in orbit around Ambor. It seems that to have fallen victim to weapons fire, but given their extreme age of the Hulk, it is difficult to be certain. There is no indication that the ship was ever equipped with an FTL drive. It must have traveled between stars at sublight speeds. Interesting. It would have taken a very long time.
Situation log updated.
Right, let's send the construction ship out here. Build mining stations. Let's have a look at the combat. Alright, we've lost 2 ships. It seems the Triarii ships are kind of suffering a bit. Not too sure why that would be. They're the ones going down first anyway. Sweet, we've destroyed the base.
Situation log updated.
Nice.
Evading hostile fleet.
Okay, cool. Evading hostile fleet. I beg your pardon. Okay, they must have just traveled here really quickly. Not to worry. Right, our science ship. I'd like to actually study their base. The one that we just blew up. Not sure what we can gain from it, but where the hell is our fleet? Okay, here. So we've got a special research project there. So let's have a look at what their base, what they were doing, how they got up there, how they built that without us knowing, and how they defied the Empire. And once we figure that out, we'll get some text for that. So we'll return our fleet, maybe build some more. I kind of want to wait and just build another colony ship, colonize another planet. Actually, that's something we haven't looked at, is how Terra is doing itself on the surface. So it could do with actually clearing a couple tiles, because they're at max population. They won't grow a pop until the tiles are cleared. Right, so we're clearing 2 tiles now, which is good, and our fleet has returned. Okay. Right, is this in our reach? Yes, it is. Okay. So we just have one little thing left to build down here, which is a research project. So we're doing alright. Just to recap, you know, these guys haven't gotten any bigger. We've gotten a little bit bigger, but we're still not really gaining anything from that second colonization just yet. It's still kind of early days. Our research is coming along nicely. We've got some extra weapons and firepower. They don't like us. I'm actually tempted to Declare them our rival. I'm gonna do that. Having them as a rival will give us 1.8. Okay, hang on. Actually, that seems like a bit high. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. They didn't rival me. But we get extra influence now, and we can spend that influence, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. Where do we do that? Oh, it's in here. So I was thinking we could spend the influence on... This would actually be a monthly influence cost. I wanted to spend it on the planet itself by enacting an edict to increase our growth. So we could do reduction campaigns, migration attraction, energy credits, construction time and building cost is lowered. Spaceport module cost is lowered. Ship build speed is increased. Army build speed is increased. So what we'll do here is do land of opportunity. This will migration attraction. So I'm guessing that the growth will increase. So we'll do land of opportunity. Okay, and then over at Terra we can enact the edict to do arms race, and that will decrease the cost of all future fleets and stuff that we build for the next 10 years. So it's quite a good one to have. So that's cost just a big bulk of influence, but now we're gaining at a higher rate, obviously, so we should gain a bit faster and it might not be as bad. Which seems like the right thing to do. Now I just want to make sure these guys are all in the right stance. They are. I just don't want them getting caught off guard. Okay, where else could we go from here? Don't know if we can actually... We can actually reach all the way out here. So let's just go explore. Let's go explore all the way out here. Actually, no, there's no point. There's no point. Let's actually explore somewhere we haven't. Okay, there. Something that is in our reach is obviously just like a lot more useful. Sirius is now within our grasp, and it has a colonizable planet, so I think that would be the one we go for next. Once we get our colony ship up and running. So we can get a fusion reactor, which is a little bit better than a fission reactor, and that way our ships can be a little bit better, because we can put more stuff on them. They'll cost more though, every time we recruit one. Construction ship, doing its thing. Hasn't built anything yet though. Oh, it has. Okay, yeah. Nothing really you can do with that either. And then this one we can...
Research complete.
What one's happening? Okay. We'll research out here. Wrong ship. A science ship is what we want. We'll survey out there. So what we could do is like build a frontier outpost. This is a frontier outpost, and it basically costs a bulk of influence, and it'll also cost you 1 influence per month to maintain. Now eventually, if we ever colonize around there, we can just delete the frontier outpost. We wouldn't need it anymore and claim back that 1 that we're spending. So it might be a cool idea to build one out there and see what's out there and get our own bit of territory out there and try to link the two. It's an interesting way to expand. But for now I think we're good, we're busy enough. Allows us to view other empires' survey data and on planets within their borders. Oh, that's really weird. Border range 20%, yeah, I want some of that. Give me all the border range I can get. Oh, actually, we need tile blockers. Yeah, because we just colonized. Let me see. Terra Nova. It has 1 mountain. Is it worth it getting for 1 mountain? Sirius, I think, though, has a few. 3. So it might be worth doing that. Let's go with border. Actually, let's go with this. That's going to take 600, like, that costs 600 research. This only costs 381. Oh, monthly influence goes up by 1 with that. That's a good one too. Oh, so many to get. I don't know. We'll go with this one for now. We don't need the influence right now. We'll get a mining network 2. So we'll get more minerals when we upgrade them. So the strong magnetic field around Terra Nova has always caused some problems with electronic instruments on the surface, but recently the effect on our computers has been especially notable so far. So far, it is unknown what has caused this flare-up, although we suspect it to be We expect it to be temporary. I think that's a misspelling. So basically it's just going to reduce our output on our planet, which sucks. It's going to slow things down a bit. It's actually not too bad. It's only electronical output. Our growth is unaffected, and right now we're not really outputting anything because we don't have many populations on it. So right now it's not the worst thing to happen, but this is the problem when you colonize planets. Planets have problems that we don't have at home because we've adapted. So yeah. Alright, 290. I'm just about able to build another one. Construction ship, and our fleet doesn't really have anything to do. They haven't declared war on me either, the Copenjaxi Kingdom. And we can upgrade our spaceport pretty soon as well. After we get our next colony ship, I think. So here we are. Let's see what this place is. Yidixia. Yidixa. Red dwarf stars.
Anomaly found.
Wow, that's a massive, massive asteroid. By chance, we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this planet. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message. Could it be a distress transponder? Could be. And here we are. Wow, that's a big star. A Class B main sequence star. It's very bright and blue. This is a really nice looking particular system. It's got some gas giants and some orbiting moons, frozen worlds, toxic planets. Alright. So yeah, this is kind of like a bit of a lull in, I guess, intense gameplay, but hopefully you guys are sticking with it. It's really just a case of we just have to build, get really big fast, and then we can reap the benefits kind of in the next episode, I would assume. So let's get a colony ship, another one, and we'll colonize a planet on Sirius, and then we're getting serious, because we'll be getting quite big. Our borders should grow noticeably at that rate. Let's have a look at how old GJC is doing. Gaius Julius Caesar the 23rd. Does he not look different than he did before? Has he got a haircut or something?
System
I
survey
feel like he's wearing
complete.
different clothes as well. Maybe it didn't save that stuff out. He is 48 years old. He's getting on a bit now. He's getting on a bit, so we might be losing the extra minerals and energy credits bonuses we've been getting. Depending on what comes next after him, we'll have to see. Be very interesting. So science ship is done in Yidixia, or Yidixa. There was nothing in this whole place. Nothing, just a research project. Alright, well, let's research it. The failure rate is 0 for Julia Nepos. And Quintus Flavius, he's making a name for himself with 2 stars as well. Okay. Let's just keep increasing the speed and just wait. We're gonna have to wait until we get another colony ship and just keep researching. Unfortunately, again, we've built everything. Scans indicate the presence of a foreign alien-made object on Himpara of these many frozen tops. Research leave be for now. Let's have a read of this. The mummified remains of a single individual belonging to a previously unknown mammalian species have been found drifting in high orbit over Yezdiot 1. The being is dressed in what appears to be a flight suit, complete with a helmet, and maybe a fighter pilot that ejected in some ancient battle only to be forgotten and left behind. Our study of the corpse has provided some interesting data. So we just got a bulk of research. It's quite sad.
Construction complete.
Okay, our colony ship is done. Let's head to Sirius and colonize this one. We'll need to get that research for getting rid of volcanoes as well. We'll send a construction ship out here as well. Actually, we'll send a construction ship to Mendok. And science ships, they're doing alright, I guess. Just keep surveying. then we'll find out maybe if it might be worth building something interesting around here. There's actually a black hole really nearby, so I guess we'll go have a look at that in a moment. Leave B for now. B for now. I'll just click the same thing. Cool. Terra Nova, let's check its population. Still only on 2. These take a long while to grow. It's almost at 3 though. It's getting 2.9% per month. We're losing... Obviously this colony ship is bringing our energy credits down as well, but what can we do? Let's follow the colony ship, I guess. It could be fun to watch. So we're going to need a name for this planet, so let me know in the comments below again, and I'll try to name the planet as soon as I see them. So,
research complete.
Our ship has landed. Our hardy pioneers are establishing a foothold on this planet. This process costs 8 energy credits each month and will take approximately a year to complete. But once it's complete, we'll have our new system. What the hell would that look like? Looking up in a blue atmosphere at a blue sun? That'd be crazy. I'd love to see what that kind of looks like. Maybe one day. Alright, so this area should come into our grasp pretty soon. We can get those minerals. On Terra, we have upgradable buildings. We can upgrade our power. Alien proto-civilization encountered. The survey of Farragon 1 has revealed that certain regions of the planet are home to a primitive alien proto-civilization. Our probes show that their Neolithic culture has mastered fire and developed a rudimentary spoken language, but we have yet to see any evidence of metallurgy or written communication. So that's down here on Farragon 1. So we have little dudes living down here on this kind of ocean world. That is a cool looking world. Oh, and it has a little moon as well. This is quite like Earth. Comet sighted. A fierce plume of flame sears the heavens of Terra as a comet skirts the upper stratosphere. The sheer power evident in its cosmic trajectory has made a profound impression on the capital's populace. They liken the intractability of its path to the inevitability of the Roman Empire's ascension to galactic supremacy. Oh, I see. They liken it. Okay. They liken the intractability of its path to the inevitability of the Roman Empire's ascension to galactic supremacy. We're going to be happy for an extra year because we sighted a comet. So that's really cool. We've got a Stone Age primitives living on this place. All the way out here. On Farragon. We can see our borders encroaching. Yes. Space torpedoes. These torpedoes are essentially very large, slow-moving missiles. They are equipped with more powerful warheads and shields and shield modulators that let them slip unmolested through energy screens. Okay. Let's go with nanocomposite. That's going to take ages to research, but we can get nanocomposite materials and kind of buff up our ships a bit. Our science ship is... Oh, okay. The X941 Singularity. We have to have a look at this. Survey system. There's only 2 things here. Oh, wow, look at that. This is a sort of broken planet. When we get here, we'll have a proper look. Actually, let's follow the ship on the way. It's almost there now.
Evading hostile fleet.
Oh shit, this hostile fleet's like living next to the black hole. Gathering its energy, I'd imagine. They're strong as well. 713 each. I cannot compete with that. But we did get to have a quick look at this planet. It looks like the gravity of the black hole has somehow like pulled it apart. That's pretty cool. You can see like the little bit spinning around. Sweet. Okay, how are we doing? Doing pretty good. Got lots of minerals. Let's spend them. Spend them all. I've been waiting. Oh yeah, actually Terra can build lots of stuff. So we can build a new power plant here. And we can start upgrading these other ones. Our mining networks can be upgraded. And our power plants. So that way we're just going to be getting way more stuff. Oh, we haven't built on this tile yet. We'll get another mining network. Oh wait, oops. We should go for power, I guess. And then we're probably going to be a little bit low on the old food, so we'll get a new food thing there as well. Right, so Terra is going to be kicking ass pretty soon when it builds all that stuff.
Complete.
We'll just speed things up for a while. Oop. I should be doing something with these guys. There's enemy fleet, an enemy fleet. Hostile alien vessels. Not too bad. We can actually probably head out there and get rid of them. Maybe we'll end the let's play on some combat. Not surveyed yet, so survey that. This guy can just head out here and survey this, why not? Spiram, that's a cool name. Construction ship doesn't really have anything to do. Mendoc is out of our reach. The reason I do this is so I can see the resources flashing and tell me which ones I'm missing. Nothing really there for us. The construction ship has nothing to do essentially until our borders kind of pass one of these extra stars. These guys still seem pretty weak. And our influence is growing quite fast, which I'm happy to see. Actually, it is growing well, so we should, as soon as we get an edict down here, we'll put an edict down there helping the growth as well. Naval capacity, that might be good. Oh no, we'll go with hydroponics farm too, so that way we can increase the growth across everything. It's all about the growth. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Tarazed system. These strange objects can be flagged as Eta aliens until we can learn more about them. So maybe we should start learning more about these guys. Because we've got a lot here that we can investigate that we haven't been doing. Lead P for now.
Colony established.
So let's investigate these guys. Our colony is being established, which is great. We can't really do anything for a while. Remember guys, this planet is actually called Stellaris, which is quite a cool name, I have to say. So let me know if you want to change that name. I do like that name, Stellaris. But yeah, if you can come up with a cool name in the comments, let me know and I'll add it. So we'll put down some hydroponic farms. That was on Terra Nova. Down here we can't really build anything yet. Cool. Alright, we're going again. I expect my mineral input output to be greatly improved quite soon when these buildings complete. So let's maybe head into the ship designer. I'm not sure if I've actually gotten more things. I'm gonna just edit the Triarii class.
System survey complete. Special project complete.
So we've just communications established with the Beldros Empire. After successfully translating their language, we have established communications with the Beldros Empire. Diplomatic channels are now open. Oh, hello. I speak on behalf of the Beldros Empire, and I've been authorized to bring you greetings. As long as you stay out of our internal affairs and treat our great leader Emperor Hask Terag with reverence, I see no reason for our diplomatic relations to sour. We all have much to gain from this encounter. We could be like, respect our authority or else, but I don't know anything about these guys, so we'll leave it at that for now. Ptolemy II was forced to return to Sirius from Tarazed because it was in the borders of the Beldros Empire. Okay, let's have a quick look at how big these guys are. Oh wow, they're over here. Okay.
System
they're quite
survey
far away.
complete.
I guess I was exploring before. They do have 3 towns, or 3 planets. It's interesting. Why don't you just go here? Just go here, stay here. There we go. We can do this. Alright, so we've discovered another one. The Beldros Empire. Pretty cool flag. Let's have a look at their kind of relations to us. These guys are neutral and they're also the equivalent of us. Don't want to declare a rivalry on them. No need. So our colonization and our building works are doing really, really well. I was having a look at the ship designer just to see if there's anything else we can put on this ship that's worth doing. So maybe we could get 2 nukes. Just go for a bit of a nuke warhead ship. They don't take as much power actually, which is interesting. So we could go with that kind of combo. See how it does. Oh, actually we can get ion thrusters. They'll use more power. That's alright. So ion thrusters will actually give us a chance to evade some shots and increase our general speed. Which is pretty good. So our Triarii ships should be better now when we build new ones. Which I'm going to do now. We've got plenty of resources and we should start thinking about what's going to happen if we get attacked. So
Construction complete.
let's just build a bunch. So we can also just keep surveying. So I guess this episode has been a little bit slow, guys. Hopefully... Oh, hang on a second. We've got Valerian dust in the Barnard star system. Oh, and we've already built a thing above it. Do we need to build anything else to get a special one? Oh yeah, we are getting it. We're getting it. Valerian dust. They are mainly used to construct very powerful buildings and spaceport modules. Okay, let's have a look if we can build some crazy spaceport modules. A Valerian refinery. So it does cost our extra thing. So it gives us extra sublight speed, extra speed, and an extra chance to evade. Oh yeah, we'll definitely get one of those. Definitely. Every ship that will come out of here will be even better. Sweet. That's sweet. Valerian dust. Sweet as well, because I didn't even have to build anything, it was already done. Harabas. This is inside our... It does lie within the Roman Empire. So we can head over there with our construction ship and start building over here too. We don't really need to build right now though, because I want to get that Valerian dust in our spaceport before we actually... Oh shit, actually...
Anomaly found.
Requires a level 4 spaceport. We're actually quite a while away from getting that. Damn, I was looking forward to it. Alright, we'll just keep getting the dudes we were getting. Okay, so our construction ship, we've got some extra territory now. We've just reached the Harabas system. So we can get extra... We're really low on physics research actually, we should like look to improve that. But we'll build a research station here as well. And let's see what we can do about that physics. We could just build science buildings down on the ground. Yeah, let's clear this, and then hopefully we can just plop the pop down here and start building some extra physics, because our physics research is going to be slowed. Jeez, I'm not even researching. It's not going to help either. We failed in actually getting one of the things. So, warp drives allow FTL to and from the edges of star systems. Yeah, so we'll basically be able to go further and faster. I guess it's good to have that. Let's just go with this one because it's the cheapest. These will... Actually, this... Green shard thrower. 50% armor penetration. Sure. Let's go for it. So that's on Fortis. Whoa, what is his name? Oh yeah, Quintus Flavius. I thought I said Brutus. I will not have that name in my campaign.
Research complete.
This is a pro-Caesarian campaign if you didn't know.
Construction complete.
It's taking ages to clear this one. What's going on? Through our surveys of habitable worlds, so this is the habitable worlds survey. It's been completed. Our biologists have collected a vast amount of data of alien life forms. Many of our older theories on the development of life have been disproved, and our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting findings are being displayed at the newly dedicated Museum of Exobiology on Terra. The public is enthralled, and many donations have come to aid in a continued search of strange life forms. That's going to give me a big boost, a little boost to energy credits, and a bit of a bigger boost to society research. Yeah,
Research
basically just
complete.
finished my hydroponics farms for me. That was quite nice.
System survey
We can build
complete.
stronger armor. Unlocks removing dense jungle. Isn't that what we have on Solaria? Yeah, we do have a little bit of that. Although monthly influence could go up. No, we don't really need that though. So Terra Nova still doing pretty good. It doesn't have any wasted pups right now. Oh, it does actually over here. She's not really doing anything. We're close to getting 5, and then we can deconstruct the main ship, reassembled ship base. What could we do with more of?
Construction
Probably minerals,
complete.
but we should be building science here anyway. At least we get some physics from doing this. Let's just have a final check on Terra. So let's just increase all of these to upgrade everything we've got here. Yeah. Right, we finally got some physics research. Oh, I'll have to wait because I just upgraded a bit too much, but whatever. There we go, we can just do it now. That's cool, because we have robots. I just saw that if we've like a piece of land without a population on it and it's just an empty tile, robots will work it, giving us a small percentage of what we'd normally get from it anyway. That's really nice. Our fleet's getting bigger, 11 ships now, it's pretty good. Decent. Not that powerful though, it's quite a low number in general. Rivals with the Roman Empire, rivals. So they... Oh yeah, we're rivals with each other. Oh, let's put an embassy on these guys, and let's try and get good good relations. This will increase our our diplomatic relations with them 1 every month, so that's good.
Research complete.
Hopefully then they'll like me and we can kind of tag team the Cope and Jaxi Kingdom maybe at some point. Just getting more power plants. I do have a lot of farms on this region, on this planet. Probably more than we need. So I might have to look to reconfigure that eventually. We've got 2 science ships doing absolutely fuck all down here. So we've already explored all of this kind of area, and this is too far for us to reach. Because we have to like travel the spiral, I guess. Interestingly, we can reach across this spiral though. So I guess we should do that now that we have nowhere else to go. We do not want to survey this place. We will just pass through. What is this? Did they just build a military frontier down here? Look at that. They are eating into my territory. Ambor was like in my land. Oh, no, 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 no. You do not do that. That is bullshit. That is like straight up war declaration shit right there, doing that. Let's increase our fleet capacity. Thank you very much. They must have built a military frontier. I totally have a casus belli to go to war with that. That is ridiculous. You cannot just like do that. Right, we need to send a science ship. I'm properly actually pissed at the AI doing this now. It's like, let's get a science ship over here immediately. We do not have border access. How do I find out what the fuck they've done here? Because normally if they have a military frontier, you see it. There was... Did they have it? Oh man, if they colonized, that would suck. That's a chunk of territory that they're gonna link. I do not like that at all. That's originally where I was gonna send my other colony. We're almost at like max credits as well. Oh no, we can have 3,000 now. It's pretty good. It's time to start pumping out the fleets. Do we have any new weapons? We don't actually have any new weapons. We could get some armor and stuff. Nano composite armor. So nanocomposite armor is going to give us just 1 armor. I don't know how good that kind of is. Damage reduction is 4% on our current ship models. Is it better to have deflectors though? That's the thing. We get extra hit points and regeneration and shields. If I was to put nanocomposite armor on and remove that, I could double up our armor to be 7% damage reduction, which I think is pretty good. I think that might be better, and we still have a little bit of shield. Let's save that. We'll try these 3 RAI. Oh wow, we're totally...
Situation log
Look at
updated.
what's over here. Encounter in Wegmore. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Wegmore system. Theta aliens. Neighbor capacity. That's what I want more than anything now. My borders are expanding, but not down this way. It's these fuckers. I can't believe they did that. So see, if you do that to the AI, if you build somewhere there, they'll be like, they'll send you a message instantly and be like, what the hell are you doing? So I know that they're doing that as like an act of aggression. Let's insult them. Explain yourselves. What is it that you want? We've seen through your charade. This so-called spiritualism your government has embraced is nothing more than a devious attempt to control the minds and hearts of your people. How dare you? How dare you, sir? How dare you? Their fleet power is equivalent. Their technology is equivalent. I like to think I've saved up a decent amount of credits. Maybe not as much as I would have liked. We're not at war just yet though. We're just preparing. Our fleet is equivalent at level 11. Let's make it equivalent at 19. Let's build some new... Whoa, this is costing a lot more now actually. These...
Research complete.
Oh wow, this planet is, or this system is really cool. This one as well is pretty good. Might build a frontier ourselves out there.
Hostile fleet detected.
Better check that out. Oh, out here. This is hostile.
Evading hostile fleet.
Oh, the Theta aliens actually own territory out here. Maybe we could contact them, see what they're all about. The only way we could do that is if we research Theta aliens. Ah, doing this will actually hamper my fleet capacity. So we've got 1 month to get this extra fleet capacity. And then we'll just double down on a fleet, and I might just attack.
Complete.
We're probably running really over in this Let's Play, but we might just attack anyway.
Hostile fleet detected.
Or maybe we'll wage war on a cliffhanger. Oh wow, we can do fleet capacity again. That's what we need to build actually as well. Our construction ship needs to build like defenses back home. That's all. So let's build a defense base, a military station. We've got a Typhoon class defense platform. We can actually design our own defenses as well.
Construction complete.
Defense platform, sorry there, it took me a sec to find it. So there's nothing really we can do. We can build up the deflectors on them though. Right, so this thing is packing power now. Right, so it's got medium deflectors. We can give it some nanocomposite armor. Just to, actually, we don't even need. It breaks completely even with this. Sweet. So this is pretty good defense. Oh wow, we've actually got other things. Station-mounted gravitic sensors. So we'll sensor range them a little bit further. That's good. It only costs more. It doesn't actually take up any power. Proximity mines, defense platform, offensive aura. Ships while within the field have a 20% chance each day to take 5 to 15 damage, ignoring 70% armor. Wow, that's pretty good. Or we can go with subspace snare. I'll slow them down getting away. I don't really want that. I don't mind that too much. Or that one. I'm going to go with this one. Proximity mine sounds pretty good. It's extra damage against them. That's
Research
sweet.
complete.
We'll have to come up with a name for this. We'll just keep it at what it is. Okay, we've found new aliens. Greetings, I speak for Executive Mikba-Eren and the wealthy elite of the Conistian Confederacy. We're always looking for trading partners, and hopefully we can come to some sort of accommodation that will benefit the commerce of both our nations. I like that. I like those guys. They're my kind of guys. Let's come up with a name for these defense platforms as well if we can. So just throw all your names out there, basically. List what you can think of for everything you can think of. Right, so here we go. 200 just to build one of these. It's quite significant, but we're going to build it like right on top of Terra. So you're coming for Terra, you're going to have a bad day.
System
And our
survey
fleet is
complete.
pretty big now. Engineering research. Plasteel armor. Well, we don't need any of that. Jeez, everything now is quite high tiers. These are going to take a long time to get. Oh, well, let's have a look at where these aliens were. I think they're over here, right? Oh, cool. So we're still kind of exploring out here, which is good. Not that it really matters, as this is all in their territory, but I know. It's nice to kind of have a look. Let's check what time it is. Oh my god, we've been going for so long. Okay, so I'm going to have to wrap up this episode. I know not much has happened, but stuff is beginning to happen now, so the next part's probably going to be quite good. I think we're definitely going to go to war with these guys. The Cope and Jaxi Kingdom. You can't just do that, you know, you can't just encroach on my territory like that and not expect. Like, I mean, they totally gave me the casus belli to do this, so. Let's have a look at our fleet and let's just see, let's start building up anyway. I don't want to stop playing, it's just so much fun. Let's see, so we'll go to Terra, we'll have a look at our spaceport and we'll build some more Triarii class corvettes. I'll wait for the construction ship to finish building the defense platform and then we'll end the series, or the episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode anyway. I know it might have been a bit of a slower episode, so no worries if you made it this far, fair play to you. But the next one seems like it's going to be good. I might start naming the episodes so I can help people know what's going to happen in them. This one I might call something like, you know, building an empire. The next one's definitely going to be war. So I think straight away in the next episode we're just going to go straight to war, and in this game when you go to war it's actually pretty cool. We'll get into that, but you have to set like war goals and demand stuff from them. What I'm most interested in is what have they done to get this territory over here. I don't see a frontier, and I think frontiers usually appear as a little icon above where they built them. But that's all it can be. That's all I know about that it can be. It can only be a frontier. Otherwise, we'd have a little town symbol here saying that they built a town like a colony like these other ones. Let's see if I can see a frontier. I can't actually see any, so maybe you do need map information to see the frontiers. So that must be what it is. And that is a military aggressive act that they've done. Unacceptable. Our defense platform has been built. There she is. Packing a decent punch, packing a punch of a fleet, you know, essentially, and then we've got our spaceport, which will also pack a bit of a punch. What was that? What the hell is it with this symbol? Only when I back away over here do I see it. What is this? Oh, these are the mines they put down. Dude, that is fucking awesome. Look at that. Just straight up mines. And it only appears when you, oh, it only appears when you zoom out. It should be the other, I think it's, oh no, it's just the angle. That's cool. That is fucking awesome. So that is mines have been laid. So if they come near Sol or Terra or Sol, they're gonna start hitting mines. Which I love that idea. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this. Let's just slow it down, pause it. So we're definitely gonna go to war in the next episode, so it's gonna be crazy. Think of a name for this planet, Stellaria, and please also think of whatever other names you can think of. I'm not gonna use Biggest Dickus. I've seen it, I'm not gonna use it. But yeah, naming star systems stuff. Sirius is already a cool system. It's a real one as well, so we should keep that. Well, I'm actually just after getting into Mendoc in terms of expansion, so we can start building as well. And that's basically it. Sorry the fact that there's a bug here. That's such a shame, but we'll just never survey this and we'll never really have a problem with it. We can even own its territory and maybe survey the individual planets. I just know I don't want to survey their Earth, essentially. Actually, no, I just want to stay out of that system completely. It's fucked. So yeah, we'll have to forget that. So, let's see, what they're called again? The Copenjaxi Kingdom, and they own Jaxil Omok. They're going to be in for a world of pain. We've got a fleet power of 15. The military power of that fleet is 404. And we can just quickly check what they have. It still says equivalent, so we don't know. It's very, it could be either one of us, right? I don't know if they have any allies or anything like that as well, which is always the other risk. It might be better to get an ally before we go into war to be safe. And we have a strategic resource as well. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I don't normally do Let's Plays, and I don't normally play anything other than Total War, so I do appreciate any help you can give me in promoting this. Post it on, wherever you can think of, any forums, the Stellaris' Reddit, or something like that. If you enjoy it, don't just do it because I say, but if you enjoy it and you feel like people would like it there, please maybe consider doing that, and yeah, liking the video and stuff like that will help me do more. I was really overwhelmed with the amount I got in the first one. Obviously, first parts do really well, and then second and third, we'll see how it goes. Especially this episode is a little bit slower than the other ones will probably be. So it's going to be really the hardcore people that are going to stay with me. But again, thanks. If I can just kind of keep it around over 1,000 views per video, I'll keep going. If it starts to dip below that, then I just can't really warrant doing it over doing something else, because I can always get 1,000 at least on something else. And yeah, tune into my twitch.tv/DarrenTotalWar streams. I'll be still streaming this game as well every now and then. It's a huge amount of fun. It's a different campaign, different kingdom. And we actually randomized it, so it's got a lot of fun. And that's about it. So, yeah, tune in for the next part. I do a video every day, and remember to leave a comment on what you want to see. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.